motion? Okay, we got a motion, do I have a second?
Second. Okay, get what discussion we're gonna say.
What is executive session about?
It's on your.
Yeah, to discuss personnel matters, vacancies,
All your
reappointments.
appointments that you're gonna be making tonight. We're just be discussing Leanne's, your manager, and you've got all your different appointments, all your different board positions, and IADA, and so on. Between the four of you.
And so, when you all come out this evening, there are action items for you to make those appointments or reappointments. And then, once you vote, Susan can notify the members that you choose and say, hey, town council has appointed you, would you accept?
Right.
And what you may end up having to do, since it's still part of the discussion, is there's one thing I need to do to amend the agenda. We'll do it when we come out. Just a procedural thing, but it may very well be that you hold off on getting sworn in until the end of the meeting. If you only got 4, he doesn't show.
Zach is supposed to be here.
I understand. If he doesn't,
If he's not here.
you hold off until the end of the meeting. You can take whatever action you need to between the 4 of you, and then get sworn in as your last thing, and then you officially are off.
Terry's coming at 7:30.
I understand.
But if I vote no, then we can't go back there anyway.
Huh?
If I vote no, we can't go back there anyway.
That's correct. You've got to have unanimous vote with the 4 of you
Mm-hmm.
to go back into executive session.
Exactly.
But the plan is to discuss part of what we discussed last time. And then
I understand that, but don't you think Dave and Zach should be here?
I do, but there's no action coming out of this. I mean, no action that we haven't already
The
discussed.
thing is, you can go into executive session, all 4 of you can discuss. You can come back out of executive session, come out and not take any action on anything you discussed. You can. That way you can at least get something accomplished between the 4 of you. That would be my suggestion. And even though you don't take any action on that, or you could take action on certain items, but you can make a determination in executive sessions which ones you're going to, and then you actually have to take action out here that want to vote.
Right.
And one of the primary reasons I wanted to do this is to kind of catch up on some things that we had discussed earlier in the year and just bring it back up for discussion and put it on your radar. So I can have those discussions individually with Zach and Dave after this. But they are matters that should be conducted in executive session, and I can catch them up with that.
And the only way you're going to do anything actively as a council is if you come out, of course you'll certify that you didn't take any action, because you won't, but you won't. And then unless you take specific action amongst the 4 of you, or 5, if he does get here in time to be a participant in the meeting, then you can either have a motion and have a vote, or not. That's your all's call. I mean, if you have items on the agenda to proceed with, it may be that they are either tabled or you pass on. That's another thing you can do if there's any particular individual items that you weren't going to have the votes do anything.
And we can, if we go back there, we can discuss that, what items we do want to talk about. Like I said, much of this was discussed last meeting in executive session.
You talking about our special meeting?
Yes.
The joint meeting.
Yeah, not the last executive session.
Last Monday.
Yeah. Okay. You feel comfortable with that, or we good, or any more discussion?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Motion carries.
I'll
I'll entertain a motion to come out of executive session.
Second.
I'll make a motion. Okay. Got a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
We got a motion and a second, any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. The motion carries. And I will read the certification of executive session. Whereas the Tazewell Town Council has convened an executive session on this date pursuant to the affirmative recorded vote and in accordance with the provisions of the Virginia Freedom of Information Act. Whereas 2.1-344.1 of the Code of Virginia requires a certification by this council that such executive session was conducted in conformity with Virginia law. Now therefore be it resolved that the Tazewell Town Council hereby certifies that, to the best of each member's knowledge, one, only public business matters lawfully exempted from open meeting requirements by Virginia law were discussed in executive session to which this certification resolution applies. And two, only such public business matters as were identified in the motion convening the executive sessions were heard, discussed, and considered by the Tazewell Town Council. We'll do a roll call vote. Councilmember King.
Aye.
Councilmember Hankins. Aye. Councilmember Willis.
Aye.
Councilmember Beasley is aye as well. And motion carries. The executive session is certified, and I will call to order the public hearing for the zoning map corrections for Riverside Drive properties. And let me bring it up. Do we have it on paper? It's easier for me to read that way, I'm sorry. All right. Notice is hereby given that on Tuesday, December 9th, 2025 at 7:15 p.m. in the council chambers of the municipal building of the town of Tazewell, known as the town, located at 211 Central Avenue, Tazewell, Virginia, the Tazewell Town Council and the Town of Tazewell Planning Commission will hold a joint public hearing pursuant to Virginia Code Section 15.2-2204, Town Charter Section 3-8, and Town Code Sections 23-2 and 23-6 to provide the citizens of the town an opportunity to be heard with respect to a proposal for the town to amend Chapter 23 zoning of the Code of the Town of Tazewell. Said amendment is necessary to correct the zoning map as it applies to properties located on Riverside Drive, specifically tax map parcels numbers 094A3A 0067, 094A3A 0068, 094A3A 0069, 094A3A 0070, 094A3A 0072, 094A3A 0073, and 094A3A 0074 to be zoned as Business General B2, B-2, and to add one new use, municipal services, to supplement the list of permissible uses identified in Town Code Section 23-48 for properties located in Business General B2 District. A correction or amendment to the current zoning map is being considered. A copy of the proposed ordinance amendment is available for review and inspection during normal business hours, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. at the Town of Tazewell Municipal Building, as referenced here and above. Anything else I need to read on that one? All right, with that, I'll take any public comments. No? You all wouldn't be here for, oh, come on. I saw you pick up the gavel.
Speak now or forever.
What do you think? Mr. Mayor, council members, thank you very much. As you may or may not know, Tazewell County Board of Supervisors have been looking for a while to start a part-time fire department. And we had applied some years ago for a grant to build one in Bluestone. And we got our grant for $600,000. And in the intervening time period, as you all may have noticed, the prices of everything went up. So the estimated cost was $1 million. But when we got the engineers involved, it went $2 million. So we had to sort of back up and punt. So we got permission to use the grant to modify an existing building if we could find one. So what we began to look at was what's a good location that we can serve Adria, Bishop, Bandy, Baptist Valley, and still get to Tannersville and Thompson Valley and the Cove if you have to. And that's a real good spot. The fairgrounds is a good spot for that, but what we're looking at is this former B&W Auto property in North Tazewell. We feel like it's a real good spot, particularly the flooring is a depth that's sufficient to support the fire trucks. That's expensive, that's hard to find. So we negotiated an agreement to purchase the property with grant funding. We have a contract on that, which is contingent upon getting zoning approval. So we really appreciate it if you all could approve the zoning modifications to those portions.
Thank you. Are there any other public comments regarding this? All right. With that, I'll close the public hearing, and we will reconvene at 7:30 for our regular scheduled meeting. All right, at 7:30, we'll call this meeting to order. Please stand with me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Pastor Eddie Street, do you mind giving an invocation for us?
Lord, we thank you for this evening, pray for this meeting, everything that goes on here tonight. We're thankful for you and all you do for us. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you all. Sorry for putting you on the spot. All right. I want to start the meeting with a special presentation. I'll pass it over to Tazewell County Clerk of the Court, Charity Hurst.
Hello.
Hello.
My special presentation involves you, so if you will come down, we'll get you sworn in.
Right here.
Where-
Papers on.
Yes, we'll put you on. You want him on?
It's all
So you
right.
can sit. Okay, if you would raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Joe R. Beasley,
I, Joe R. Beasley,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Virginia,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Virginia,
and the Code of the Town of Tazewell,
and the Code of the Town of Tazewell,
and that I will faithfully and impartially
and that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge all the duties incumbent upon me
discharge all the duties incumbent upon me
as mayor of the Town of Tazewell Town Council
as mayor of the Town of Tazewell Town Council
for a term commencing immediately
for a term commencing immediately
and ending December 31st, 2026,
and ending December 31st, 2026,
or until replaced pursuant to special election,
or until replaced pursuant to special election,
if necessary,
if necessary,
as per the order of the Tazewell County Circuit Court Clerk.
as per the order of the Tazewell County Circuit Clerk Court. Clerk.
According to the best of my ability,
According to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
All right. Next, we have Police Department recognition of the Moose Lodge for Chief Lambert.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for having us. Each department, once again, comes to you, such as moment, guys. As we did last month, the Moose Lodge has partnered with us. And thank goodness we've got good community partners. Started speaking with Mr. Moss about changing out our firearms on our hips. We needed new firearms, they were a little old. Mr. Ward, Ms. Cochran, and Mr. Moss, and I'm sorry. Oh, Ms. Cochran. Well, sat down with us, decided that they would go ahead and attempt to help us out. Not only did they help us out, they provided enough money for our firearms, our holsters, our magazines, and a fraction of ammunition. I want to say thank you from Tazewell Police Department. They're getting ready, and I'm not going to blow the whistle of how much that money was, but it was a substantial amount of money that this town did not have to come up with. That wasn't in our budget. We wasn't asking. We knew we needed, and our partners in the community stepped up when we needed. I want to thank the Moose Lodge personally for helping us out, and they've always helped us out, but we're the strongest we've ever been with our relations with the Moose Lodge, with the new administration. The new administration is a community partner with everyone in Tazewell County, and I want to thank them for helping us. I want them to be recognized by this council of what they've done, and I'll turn it over to them for the amount, because I'm dying to tell you what the amount was, but I'm going to allow them to do that.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Well,
We'll just show y'all.
Very glad to partner with them and be able to do this for the police department.
Oh, wow.
So,
They're not going to say it, it's $16,464.84 that they've provided to the town of Tazewell and the Tazewell Police Department.
That's incredible.
Thank you.
We also have to say thanks for all you do.
Thank you, guys. And it's nice to be neighbors, by the way. If council and you guys would like to come up and do a photograph.
Yeah, sure.
And I don't know if any council member has anything to say before I get a photograph or not. But
No, we appreciate, all that you do, and we appreciate stepping up as community leaders and making a donation like that. Makes our budgeting woes a lot easier.
All right, everybody ready?
thank you, guys. Once again, we greatly appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's always nice to have citizens step up. Let's give them one more round of applause. All right, next we have local business recognition, which we don't have any this month.
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak on that for 1 second. So our local business recognition, what we have tried to do in the past is recognize a business that has just recently opened. We do have someone in mind that actually just opened Saturday, so we are going to contact them and ask them to come next month. However, we're going to start trying to do something a little different. We've talked about it a little bit before, but we're going to try to recognize a business that has been in business. So we're going to do a thank recognition. So that will be coming up for 2026. So just wanted to give that little bit of information.
I like it. All right, next we'll move on to the approval of the minutes for council meeting on November 18th, 2025, and the special call joint meeting of council, planning commission, and IEDA on December 1st, 2025. I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll make a motion.
Got a motion? Do I have a second?
Second.
We've got a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? No discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. All right, motion carries. Get out of the hat. All right, next, the approval of the financial statements and financial report for the November 2025. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Motion carries. Next, we have committee and conference updates. First, we have the Planning Commission Committee, and I'll hand it over to Zoning, Building, and Property Maintenance Official Hurley.
Last Monday, December 1st, we had a quick meeting after our large meeting where everybody was here. We had a request to vacate a street, the western part of Bishop Street. We'll be voting on that under new business in section C. But that was all we went over on during that meeting.
Any questions or comments?
Was there a resident that wanted to close that creek?
They own both sides of the street, so, but we still got to notify all the neighbors around them. Which is about 4 people.
Any more discussion? All right, we'll move forward. Next, we have an IEDA update.
So Chair Spivey wasn't able to be here this evening. I can give an update on her behalf, if that would be okay.
That'd be great.
So before our joint session last week, they did have a presentation from Sharon Thomas with the Tazewell Cinema. The project is sounding very, very good. I don't want to give too much away just in case, but she does hope to be open next year. Things have got, they had a little lull, but they are moving on the project again, and the update was very positive.
That's great. Like to see that one through to the end. All right, next, have a Tazewell Today update. Pastor Nate, you want to handle that one?
Emily Davis is under the weather, so she asked me to fill in. And that was fun. To have to put that information together was no problem. This month there's been several events that Tazewell Today has sponsored or planned. We wanted to make special mention of the Turkey Trot Thanksgiving morning. That's a partnership with the Walsall Track Club, which of course Mrs. Spivey is responsible for. This year there were 170 runners signed up. As you will remember from Thanksgiving morning, it was cold and wet. And so 145 showed up. And of those 145, Kara said 132 finished the race. Now, I'm not positive where those 13 numbers went. That isn't complete. But anyway, huge numbers. Big success. Main Street was packed. It was a good morning for the well, which was open. Just a good time. I know several of you were there. So I want to make mention of that. A lot of money raised and a lot of food donated for those in need. And as you are aware, this past Saturday was Tazewell's winter market and Christmas parade that Tazewell Day is responsible for the planning anyway. It was a cool day, but the weather was beautiful. We did have, just as way of update, a few issues with vendors who signed up and paid to come, and at the last minute didn't come. So that affected the vendors a little, but the people who were there seemed to have a good time, seemed to sell some goods. We don't know what to do about that when they decide it's too cold to come. It was in December when they signed up to come, so I'm not sure about that. I was pleased last Saturday, our stage area on Main Street, we were fortunate to have the Tazewell Dance Center, the Tazewell or the T-Town Twirlers come for a bit. Santa came and took pictures with kids and families. There's nothing like watching little kids run to Santa Claus. So that's a hit. The Christmas parade with Grand Marshal Jim Deskins seemed to be a big hit. Lots of entries in the parade, lots of fun. When they came down Main Street, people were just watching what was next. Lots of interactive, a lot of fun ideas. Tazewell Day does want to mention it's under our promotion committee, but a subcommittee for the Christmas events, which of course Emily is on that committee. I chair that subcommittee, but Sonia Alford, Sarah White, Donna Hellis, Claudine Marshall, and Sandy Adair put a lot of hours into that planning, and I think it showed. What a good day it is. A long day, a hard day, what a good day of the life of Tazewell that was. Of course, right now, for Tazewell Today, we're in the process of working on the work plan for 2026. And we'll all talk again in budget season, I'm positive. Lots of things coming up after the first of the year. The next few weeks will be mostly getting reports together and planning for the future. That's all that I have. unless there are any questions. Seeing none. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was just gonna make a comment that the turkey trot and the winter market were both great. Unfortunately, I
Good
couldn't
days.
attend the parade, but they were both great events.
I personally thought so, but thank you, fellas.
Thank you. We'll move on to unfinished business. We have none, correct? And we'll move to new business. First things, we need to set a public hearing for the appointment to fill the council member seat vacated by now Mayor Beasley's, Councilmember Beasley's transition to mayor, for Monday, January 5th, 2026 at 7 p.m. And we will be accepting applications and resumes to be considered between now and January 5th at 10 a.m. Attorney Pyatt, do you have any more to add? All right, with that, I'll open the floor for a motion to set that hearing.
I make the motion.
Got a motion? We got a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Motion carries. All right. All right, next we have the first reading of the zoning map corrections for Riverside Drive properties. That's B&W Auto and Tazewell Farm Bureau.
This will be ordinance number 2025-12-001, amendment to existing ordinance, chapter 23 zoning, article 1 in general, section 23-2.1, town of Tazewell zoning map. Be it ordained by the council of the town of Tazewell, Virginia, pursuant to section 6-2 of the town charter and sections 23-2.1 and 23-6 of the code of the town of Tazewell, that it hereby amends the code of the town of Tazewell to incorporate the following change to the town of Tazewell zoning map in order to reclassify the zoning district designation of certain parcels of real property located within the town as identified below, and to reconfigure the town of Tazewell zoning map accordingly. So be for section 23-2.1, town of Tazewell zoning map, with the affected parcels being tax map parcel numbers 094-838, 0067, 0068, 0069, 0070, 0072, 0073, and 0074, and to reclassify those properties from residential R2 to business general B2. All other designations as indicated on the town of Tazewell zoning map will remain unchanged. First reading.
All right. There's the first reading of that. We also have, as part of section B,
As a companion to that particular ordinance, we have ordinance 2025-12-002, amendment to existing ordinance, chapter 23, zoning, article 2, district regulations, division 9, business general B2, section 23-48, use. Be it ordained by the council of the town of Tazewell, Virginia, pursuant to charter sections 3-8 and 6-201 and town code section 23-6, that it hereby enacts the following amendment to town code section 23-48 regarding permitted uses in a business general B2 zone. Section 23-48 use, new section number will be 21, municipal facilities, which will be considered for administrative, public safety, and public works. All other uses identified in this section shall remain unchanged. First reading.
and then the second reading will be at next month's meeting.
January 13th, 2026 will be the second reading. Yes, for action for both of these ordinances.
All right, next, we need to set the joint public hearing for the closure of the western section of Bishop Street for Tuesday, January 13th, 2026 at 7:15 p.m.
Okay, I gave you two handouts, and the letter is on page 101 of your council packet. Recommendation from Planning Commission. On page 102 is the Jim Ribble plat, which is drawn up which section of the street that will be vacated. It's highlighted in yellow. And final, the aerial map is hashed out in red, which corresponds with the highlighted area. So that gives you an idea of where it's located. The road actually just goes right off into the river. It's not going to affect any building or anything there.
It's actually a grassy area, correct?
Yeah. And if you see, I kept the alley open to the back of that first parcel, because that parcel belongs to the church across the street. The 109 Broadway, they own that parcel 0039, so that's why I left the alley open halfway down. Now, the Caleb Afois, I guess is how you say that, they own the 0009 parcel, they own 325 and everything east of the river. They even own 0053. So they own all the parcels from the railroad south to that last parcel you see on that satellite map.
So just so, what's it? No, I was just so if I'm looking at this correct, the folks that own all below this street, below Broadway Street, this is all owned by the same owner. That's all owned by the same owner?
This, that, and that.
Okay.
By the same owner, yes.
Gotcha.
I should have highlighted their properties, but I didn't. I stopped down in here because this parcel belongs to this church.
Okay.
Right here. There's 117 actually.
Okay, I'm with you. Okay.
So would they buy the piece that we closed off?
Yeah, the Tazewell County Assessor's Office will price the land, and those people that requested it be closed will have to buy the whole area. Usually somebody, like, if y'all lived on one side and I lived on the other, we have the choice of buying to the middle of that street. But where they own on both sides, they can buy the whole thing. They have to pay the full square footage or whatever the Tazewell County comes up with the assessed value of that. They pay the town for that.
All right.
And in that process, in the process, I have to, any land that touches that parcel, probably Mark Billings' house, the church, and probably the lady to the east at 254, and the people across the river on the end of Riverview will get certified letters. And if they have any problems or complaints, they can come to the public hearing that are set up for June.
Okay. Any more discussion or questions? All right, that, I'll accept the motion to set the joint public hearing.
I'll make the motion.
Second. Okay, we've got a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor of setting a joint public hearing for the closure of western section of Bishop Street for Tuesday, January 13th, 2026 at 7:15 p.m., say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say nay. The motion carries. All right, next we have mountain biking project update. Manager Reed.
As you all know, we have been working with getting easements for the property out at Bratton for the mountain biking trail. I had hopes that we would have signed easements by the end of November. One of the property owners has been unable to reach him, but I do know that they held a meeting and they had some concerns of placement on the property. So I told them that if they would let me know their concerns, we can absolutely plan that when we go to the construction phase, the drawing phase. But I have not been able to get in touch with them since. The other landowner had a request for an amendment to the easement, and that has been provided and sent back to them. So that's where we're at with that project for the moment.
All right. Any questions?
How's it looking on that? Can we get out in front of the RFP and have that ready to launch? Afterwards, you think it's cart before the horse? You really need them to sign off?
I need the easements first.
You need to have both of them voiced before you do that.
I'm not saying send the RFP. I'm saying just work on.
Have it ready.
Have it ready.
Okay.
Just a thought. I don't want to over you on execution of that. But, I'm looking forward to hearing what they come back with.
Any more discussion? We'll move on. Next, we have Treasurer's Department update. Treasurer Hayes.
Hi, everybody. I just have a quick update for you all. First, I'm pleased to share that I am once again fully staffed. It came at the most perfect time because we just successfully made it through our busiest week of the year. We have survived December 5th, tax week, and my crew is tired, but they're all feeling pretty good about the progress they made. For 2025, our real estate tax billed out $940,875. To date, we have taken in $823,675. So that's 90%. And we're still going to see that come in over the next few weeks for things that were post-dated that haven't got to us yet. For personal property, we billed out $329,790. To date, we've taken in $153,960. We're about 78% of where we projected our revenue would be for this year. That's good. That is still going to come in. We're in good standing there. So overall, it's looking really positive. At our most recent council meeting, you know that our audit report was presented. We had the unmodified opinion score, which is one of the highest scores that we could get. This achievement just reflects the dedication of my whole team. You know, the support of my town manager and my team, my girls are always on top of it and willing to step in. So I wanted to take a minute to just thank them for getting us through it. We had a few comments and suggestions from our auditors, and we're already taking action on those suggestions and being prepared for this upcoming year.
Nice. Good go. Thank you.
I want to echo one thing. Jessica has been here 4 years?
Oh, no.
5 years?
We're working on 6.
Okay. Seems like that.
I know.
So, Jessica started out in our front office, and then she moved up to accounts payable, and then last year moved into the treasurer position. So she has taken on a lot, and I'm very proud of her, all of her accomplishments. So I just want to say thank you to her.
Thank you for sure. Yep. And we've had a long streak of very successful audits, and congratulations to the whole department. And thank you for your efforts. All right. Any questions or comments? All right, next, we'll piggyback off that with some budget amendments from Treasurer Hayes.
All right, so in your packets, do they have it in their packets? Okay, I submitted the suggested budget amendments for this midpoint of our year, and there weren't many, and most of it is just reallocations where we've gone over or getting close to going over in certain areas. So I was able to work it within that department. You can look through that. If you have any questions, please let me know.
I didn't have them in the packet that I opened.
Where are they at?
Thank you. I just have a text order.
Well,
You want to take just a second to
yeah, I was going to
scan through
any
them?
discussion?
I feel like we should play the Jeopardy music or something.
I didn't bring a
You figured it
soundtrack.
out. The grant's 80/20 line, 4245.
Mhm.
Do you care to
Yeah.
explain that?
So you're familiar with the grant that we got around COVID time for an ambulance. We finally got that ambulance. So in that budget line item, we had put in 55,000 to prepare for that portion for us to pay. And then I also had to pull in, we did receive $226,400 from the grant. So I have to show pulling that into the budget, and I gotta show it where we expensed it out.
Okay. Just a large number. I wanted to make sure that.
It is a large number, but that was grants received.
Those are the type we like. Large positive influence. Okay.
And you need a vote, right?
All right, yep, I'll entertain a motion.
I make a motion.
Second.
All right, we got a motion and a second to accept the budget amendments. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. All right, motion carries. Next, we have fireworks discussion. Manager Regan.
That's the season that we're in, is fireworks, right? Ho, ho, ho. So at the last meeting, I was asked to research a little bit about us setting off our own fireworks display. So I have some research on that. This would be certified through the State Fire Marshal Office. We would have to have a person or persons that would be certified. They have to have 6 occasions within the last 24 months of where they have assisted or been responsible for a display.
Are there requirements to how large of a display it needs to be?
It does not say that. They would have to register and pay online. They would have to register and pay online for a proctored exam. The exam fee is $130. The certification fee is $150. So that would be $280 per person. It is good for 3 years. They must score a percentage of 70 or higher. And even with the certification, we have to have a display permit for each show. We must have the requirements of $1 million in general liability insurance, which we do need.
Now, those permits, are they typically included in the fees that we pay
No, they are separate.
so we pay those anyway?
Yes. So I'm not sure if I told you that their certification will be for 3 years. And then you have to renew. So I don't know that we have enough time to do that for July 4th this year, but is that something you all would be interested in us to participate?
So they have to pass the,
displays.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
They have to pass the test. Is the events that they have to assist or facilitate, are those to keep your credential, or is that to get you certified?
That's step 1. You have to participate.
So you gotta pass the test, and then you gotta do 6 events.
Step 1 is meet the experience requirement. Step 2 is pass the certified exam.
So they have to do the 6 and then take the exam.
Yes.
So they have to do that with a certified person, I'm assuming?
I'm sorry.
They have to assist a certified,
Yes.
what is it? What's the?
Pyrotechnicians.
Pyrotechnician,
And how many you gotta do a year?
I had thought previously that there was a requirement for that, but it is not in the information that I seen. So,
How's their training look, or traveling budget look?
Is that all in Virginia? It is.
It is with the State Fire Marshal
Yeah.
Office, so it would
In
be
Virginia.
Virginia.
I was just trying to, think off the top of my head, I know there's some cities that does certain things, New Year's Eve and forward.
There's a football team that next year they could go to 3 games.
And then you'll have some certain holidays such as St. Patrick's Day and stuff. I know, once again, it all goes back to the budget.
Our fire training's pro board, and if that's a state certification, it could be that we might be able to do it in other states, I don't know. Like the certificates the firefighters get are good, and like 42 states.
I think it's Florida. Yeah,
What do you think about,
It's
this
pro
is
board,
a
it's called.
different angle. Chief, do you think you have we got any friends who already have the certification and you want to come down here for the 4th of July this year?
We have some members that did have it, but they don't have it anymore. But
I was thinking like the different municipalities, if they've got to get, you say that there was requirements on the.
I mean, I'm friends with fire chiefs in Bluefield, Ridgeland.
Yeah.
I can ask them. We do have 4 guys that's willing to take the tournament.
If they're with another municipality, they're likely gonna be sitting there on that.
Yeah, but they might let us help them, maybe. If we have
They
to.
could gain experience.
Right. You do your apprenticeship.
You said it was through the fire marshal's board. I wonder if you could reach out to the fire marshal's board if you
And
have
ask.
a list of people that have shows, like a schedule, and then we.
And I was going to do that myself, as the reason I was asking those questions, and Madam, I don't mind to do that for you.
This year there were
Reach out
3
and see
dates.
if there's something that speed that up.
Have a county. Yeah, 3 different dates.
Yeah, that'd be,
So if we can get it within a year, we just need toward July the 4th this year.
If we can get somebody certified, we can do it before. If we can, I think there'll be enough events in Virginia, depending on the budget. I mean, they may have to go as far as Fairfax or Virginia Beach, but depending on what that is and what the council desires, we possibly may be able, if we can get somebody certified with the exam, I think we can get those 6 in, honestly.
I mean,
Be a lot of work for somebody, but
and we could possibly come in under budget for what our typical fireworks show is.
The more you do in-house, I think the better you are. Yeah. I hate to rely on somebody else to schedule something. Well, it's never on the 4th. No.
and that way we can do it on the 4th,
Yeah.
if we wanted to.
Okay, so at our January meeting, we will put fireworks discussion back on the agenda. We will update with what we found from the fire marshal's office, and we'll take it from there.
I like it. All right. Any other questions or discussion? Moving forward. We're going to discuss reappointments for the Board of Building Code of Appeals.
Like,
Go ahead.
I'd like to make a motion to reappoint William Gillespie and Benny Moore for a term commencing on January 1st, 2026 and ending on December 31st, 2028.
All right, we've got a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second. I'm sorry. It'll be 2029. Nope,
No.
20. I'm sorry, my bad, sorry. 28. Same motion, I'll second.
Okay, so I have a motion and a second. Do I have any discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. The motion carries. We'll send out notifications to those folks, and if they accept, they'll be appointed. All right. Next, we'll discuss reappointments to the Board of Zoning Appeals. I'll accept a motion to make appointments.
I'm going Leon. All right, I make the motion to reappoint Mr. Leon O'Quinn for a term commencing 1/1/2025, ending 26, would have been passed, 1/1/26, ending in 12/31/2030.
Okay, got a motion?
Second.
Got a second? Any discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye. All those opposed say aye. Nay. Motion carries. Next, we have, we are going to discuss reappointments to the Historic Review Board. I'll open the floor for a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to reappoint Erica Galloway and Terry Mullins for a term of 1/1/26 and ending on 12/31/2028.
Okay, got a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
opposed say nay. All right, motion carries. Next, we have, we're going to discuss the vacancies for the IEDA. I'll entertain a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Rick Alley and Daniel Ingram for a term commencing on January 1st, 2026 and ending on December 31st, 2029.
Okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Got a motion and a second. All those in favor, or any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Motion carries. And then we have a discussion of a reappointment for the Tazewell County Airport Authority representative.
I make a motion to reappoint Jim Talbot for a term of 1/1/26 to 1/1/28.
To 12/31/28.
12/31/28.
Okay.
I'll second.
All right, I've got a motion and a second. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Motion carries. All right, do we have any miscellaneous? No miscellaneous. Do we have any miscellaneous public comment?
No, sir, other than myself, if you don't mind. Just want to remind everybody tomorrow, if anybody wants to come, we have a person that's going to do our police department Christmas dinner. They've given the invitation to each of you all to show up if you so desire. He's doing gifts for the officers. Also, Saturday, December 13th at 7, we're doing Shop with a Hero, and I want to thank the Sheriff's Office. They've stepped up and called me to tell me that they're willing to cover our town while all of our officers can participate. And if you don't mind, Jonathan, if you're the one who made the call, but thank you, and if you don't mind, tell the sheriff, thank him for doing that for us. That's a big thing for our guys, and thank you.
Thank you both. And that's Saturday at 7 a.m.
Yes.
Okay.
And so that reminded me, our Christmas dinner is Friday evening, this Friday evening, 6:30 that evening.
Okay. All right. With that, we'll move forward to council comments.
I just had one thing. The street lights up there. Do you mind to get an update? I know from Mr. Harmon's office.
I do know that AET is the ones that have to repair the pole. They have got the poles on order and they were working up there last Tuesday. So I will make sure that we get a new status update.
So that brings me to something else. Did we get restitution for that? Has that went through court?
I will check and see. I don't recall. I remember the incident. I don't
He's
recall.
convicted,
Case.
or she, whoever convicted, we could ask for
Yes,
restitution.
absolutely. And it will be, if it wasn't, it would have been, I just need to check the status of the restitution for it.
And thank our public works. I know they got hit hard yesterday. I think we got a little more than we was anticipating.
Yeah. I think everybody was a little shocked with that.
I had a quick comment. I'll miss the Christmas party. I've got a family trip that seems to always line up on the same dates. But, it's funny, you get through every year and you think, maybe next year's going to be easier. And it's typically not. It's typically harder. Every year has its challenges. But from me to you all, Merry Christmas, and thank all the different departments and town managers for all your hard work. And 2026 is going to get easier. Thank you.
All right. And with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion.
Have a motion? Second. A second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed say nay. Motion carries. We are adjourned.